My name is Daniel Allison. I'm a storyteller from Scotland, and the Mujarawara is coming to an end, and I've had a really incredible experience. I didn't know quite what to expect because I've never been to this part of the world before, but people have been extraordinarily welcoming. It feels like a brotherhood here. People are very close, people are very friendly and warm with one another. You can see that there's deep connections between storytellers, and we've really been allowed into that. We've been welcomed with open arms, and I feel very at ease with the people here now, and it's been incredible to be able to be here in this part of the world and to walk around and to feel all the things I'm feeling in this new place. So absolutely wonderful experience. We've been learning so much from one another. Everybody's been sharing their practice, sharing how they got to the point where they are now, sharing practical things that they do. So we've been playing all these games and doing exercises, very practical things that everybody does. And this is great for me because I run mostly online courses where all the input comes from me, and I'm doing sometimes the same things over again, and I just can't wait to get home, open my notebook and start redesigning my year course based on all the things I've learned from the other storytellers here. So really inspiring on a practical level. On a deeper level, I think I'm mostly excited by the connections I'm making here with the individuals, with the organizations. It's kind of like an area of the map that was dark to me has now become light. And now I can see what's there, and I know people. I don't know exactly what's going to come of it. So I'd like to share a story now, a story from Scotland. And this story is about a man called Finn McCool, who's a captain of a band of warriors called the Fianna, who guarded the shores of Scotland from invaders. And when they weren't doing that, they would feast, they would fight, and they would make their own trouble. And one evening, they were sitting on a hillside on the west coast of Scotland, and the sun was going down, and their fires were burning, and men were just lazing around by the fires, talking, laughing, joking, fletching arrows, and their dogs were wandering around, begging for scraps of meat. Everything was wonderful. And Finn looked around at his men, and he said, "Hey, I've got a question for you all. What is the sweetest music?" And he looked at Oscar, said, "Oscar, what do you say is the sweetest music?" And Oscar said, "Well, surely the sweetest music is the music of the fiddle and the pipes in a warm feasting hall in winter." Said Finn. "How about you, Gull?" And Gull, the old one-eyed brutish warrior, said, "Well, the sweetest music is the sound of sword on sword clashing in battle." Lots of nods at that. And then Finn turned to his son, Oisin, the poet, and said, "Oisin, what do you say is the sweetest music?" And Oisin said, "That would have to be the wind murmuring through the treetops at dawn." "Well, what about you?" said Oisin to his father. "What do you say is the sweetest music?" And Finn, he thought for a moment, and then Finn, the wise captain of the Fianna, he said, "The sweetest music is the music of what is happening right now." And that's the end of the story.